Hey homies, we're doing what have I read in the month. I read quite a few comics, all DC, no Marvel. Do apologise for that. But I read a lot of Nightwing, we got some Jason Todd, I read some Absolute series, and I'll give you a short review. I'll try not to do any spoilers, but I do show the inside of the book. So if you are very picky about what you see, maybe don't watch it, because you do see the inside of the book. But I'll try and keep my review as spoiler free as possible. First, we've got Tom Taylor's Nightwing. I actually really like this. I think it's fun. It's not too serious. I know some people weren't a fan of it. I liked it. I think it's a good starting point, even though there are some context things you do need from other books, but I don't think it's that serious. The art's really nice. I like the little cameos from other characters in this world, and he's back in Bloodhaven, and I really like Dick Grayson in Bloodhaven. The art's lovely. There's Superman drawn really cool. The book itself, nice quality. I think it's fun. I had a lot of fun reading this, and I know this book got a lot of people into comics, and I can completely see why. The new villain, Heartless, I really enjoyed it. Would suggest reading this. I read the first 3 volumes of Absolute Flash. I don't actually have much to say about this. I thought they were really short, and we haven't really got into the story. I think it went on hiatus afterwards. I did just pick up issue 4. I do like the artwork, I do like where it's going, but I can't really give you 100% like if you should read this yet, because I'm not really too sure. I read the first issue of Absolute Superman. I really like his design in this. I think the costume's cool. I like on the sleeves, I don't know if you can see it, kind of like light on it. The whole point in this one is Superman without hope. Really cool concept. Sadly, I only read 1 issue. I can't really give you a great review to be like, yeah, this story's really great. But so far it looks like it's going in the right direction. I like the artwork. I like the theme. We saw a bit of his past on Krypton. Look at that. That's really nice art. Look at him. I really like the Superman suit. Very cool. Then I read 4 issues of Absolute Batman. I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed. I think this is the weakest out of the whole Absolute series. There was a lot of flashbacks that I just didn't think were necessary at all. I don't know, I wasn't blown away. And I really don't like Bruce Wayne's design in this. Not the Batsuit, but Bruce Wayne himself. He looks like a baby head on a muscle man body. But the Batsuit, I really like the Batsuit. I also really like the fighting. I thought the fighting was really cool, and that stood out for me. See, he cuts off someone's hand here. Just the way he uses things to fight, and the smart ways he takes on these group of men, because the bad guy on the section I'm on is Black Mask. But the overall writing, I was just a bit like meh. Alfred is a cool fighter man in this, but I'm not too sure on this one yet. Then I read 2 issues of Absolute Wonder Woman. And this is by far the best of the Absolute series. I don't know what or who wrote this, but whoever read this needs a thumbs up. He got a huge sword, like Guts. This is so likable. This is about Wonder Woman. She grew up in hell, and she's such a badass in this book. This is the series I'm most excited to read about in the Absolute series. 10 out of 10. If you have to pick up one Absolute, it's got to be Wonder Woman. This is the best Wonder Woman ever. I'm not even the biggest Wonder Woman fan, but I'm obsessed with Absolute Wonder Woman. And her design is so cool. I love the armor. She even wears black lipstick. But this just looks so much better than any other Wonder Woman. So do pick this one up. I read the first issue of Grayson, and this book was so much fun. I'm so excited to read the rest of it. Apparently it's very short, so I definitely will be reading this soon. This is Dick Grayson as a spy. And if you all know, Nightwing's my favourite DC character. This was really fun. It was really cool seeing Dick as just... well, kind of as just Dick. He wasn't really. He was Agent... I can't remember his number. But super fun book. I would suggest reading this. The next one I read was Red Hood Lost Days. I read all 6 issues. This is by far one of the best Jason Todd books. He has been having troubles writing recently. Every time you read a book, it feels like a different character, but this one was really good. So if you are a fan of Jason, do read this. This is him after he kind of wakes up. And we also see him going to the Lazarus Pit. And he is planning to go against Batman in this one, but it's just well written. He's smart, he's enjoyable to read. Yeah, I wish I read Jason like this more often. We need more Jason like this. He's just been struggling with writing recently, and this is really good. So I highly suggest reading it if you are a big Red Hood fan. This is a definitely must read. Next we have Red Hood and the Outlaws, the New 52. This one is interesting. The first one, so I read Zero, that was alright. That was Jason kind of going through his life. I thought it was fun. It was a good little catch up if you never heard of Jason and you just wanted a quick rundown of his story. I do think his personality is a bit in this, but it wasn't bad. I actually had fun reading the first issue. Well, not the first, the issue 0, which I'm guessing is like a photo of it. But my issues actually come when we get to the first issue, but this one wasn't too bad. Issue 1, on the other hand, is very odd. I feel like Jason's not written too bad, but at some points he feels like a bit OC. And don't even get me started on the other 2 characters. Roy was okay in this first one, nothing too crazy. The main complaint I have is with Starfire. I love Starfire. I think she's such a great character. She's so cool. But she's kind of just written like a sex object in this. I mean, they bring up Dick and she acts like she doesn't know him. I know there's some like memory loss. I'm not too sure. And then she just sleeps with Roy for no reason. So I'm kind of confused on that. I read 12 issues of Nightwing Rebirth. We had a new villain, Raptor. I actually really liked the new villain, Raptor. Very interesting. His dynamic with Dick in the first few volumes was very good. This was where Dick is trying to figure out if he can do things his own way without anyone's help, including Batman. Batman's kind of supportive, but in like a Batman way. And of course, we got Barbara. He wasn't too on board with the villain, Raptor, but I really liked his and Dick's relationship and how they bounced off of each other. Then they also got up to a part where now he's in Bloodhaven and he's just trying to figure out who Dick is, because he has been playing spy, just a Batman for a while. He's just trying to figure himself out. I also think Jason needs something like that. We kind of figure himself out. But if you're a Nightwing fan, I would suggest reading this. It is a good read. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I might continue making these every month about what I've read. Obviously, I need to figure out some bits. And I'm also recording this at like 12 AM. I'm a bit quiet and I'm probably out of breath because it's bloody hot. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Peace.